We all have those bad days in Rainbow Six Siege. One where you feel like you can't even hit gridlock in a narrow corridor. But even if we do feel helpless at these times, there's a couple things that I want you guys to remember while you're experiencing it. Here are 5 mistakes that you might be making while playing Rainbow Six Siege. Before we get into it, I just want to say thanks for coming to the video, and if you guys like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Also keep in mind that I do play Siege on Twitch every single day, so if you guys want to see me play like ass, go check that out. All right, so let's get into the very first mistake that you might be making. Now, this one's actually a lot more common than you guys might think. And that would be aiming too low. Everybody knows in Rainbow Six Siege, a headshot is a one-shot kill, but there are times where I'm spectating people or watching other streamers and YouTubers that are aiming way too low than they should be. Meaning that when they're crossing corners and peeking angles, their reticle isn't on the player's head, but somewhere around the chest or maybe even pelvic area. Now, the crazy thing about this is that most people might not even realize, so make sure that you are keeping your reticle right at where someone's head might be. Now, I know a common thing that people might say is that what if the person is crouched, which is obviously a possibility in Siege, but it is actually much easier for us to aim from high to low than it would be from low to high, meaning that it's a much more natural movement to aim your cursor down as it is to go up. I believe this is evident on mouse and console. So if you guys find yourself in the slump, make sure that you're aiming at the head. Now, number 2 is one that involves a lot of discipline, and that's warming up. If you guys aren't warming up, you are not playing to your best ability, period. Anybody that plays this game long enough knows that your first couple of games are not your hottest games. If you are jumping in straight into a ranked, you are not going to be playing 100%, and your chances of winning go down the drain. If you're going to want to take this game seriously enough and get to a rank and elo that you desire, you're going to want to make sure you're warming up a few times before you play that ranked match. This means use your aim trainers, use your terrorist hunts, use your quick plays, whatever you got to do. Make sure that when you hop into that ranked, you're ready to go. There's nothing worse than pulling out your pistol during an intense gunfight and realizing that your trigger finger can't shoot more than 1 bullet an hour. Third mistake you guys might be making is not using the information you have available to you. Information is everything in Siege. That means if you're not correctly utilizing your cameras and drones, you're at a huge disadvantage. I think we all know someone that likes to jump in the map without droning and gets killed instantly. That person might be you, so don't do it. Use your drones, use your cams. They're very important. Make sure you drone out an area before you use it. If you're roaming, make sure you use the cameras around you to help you roam. Use the outside cams to let you know where the operators are spawning from. Now, number 4 is kind of a split one. That's because it might be different for different people. So number 4 would be either being too aggressive or not aggressive enough. Now, this is something that you guys are gonna have to figure out on your own and do some self-reflecting. If you're the type of person that likes to swing every single angle and you constantly keep dying for it, then you gotta chill out. We all feel that high we get while winning gunfights, but every now and then you're not gonna win, especially where you're doing it at times where you absolutely do not need to. Blowing a man advantage over having a high ego is one of the easiest ways to lose a round. And on the contrary, if you guys aren't aggressive enough and feel like you're scared to encounter another person, you're gonna want to take more risks and trust in your gunfights. Meaning, instead of letting the opponent make the rules, you choose when and where the fight's gonna happen, giving yourself a little bit more confidence and peeker's advantage, of course. You either swing it too much or not swinging enough. You gotta figure out which one you are. And number 5 mistake that you guys might be making is not trying new things. This is a game that constantly evolves. If you guys aren't trying new strategies, new operators, new play styles, then you are at a serious disadvantage. You are someone that likes to constantly roam, and lately your roam game has been off. You gotta go and pick dock and try some spawn peaks or something like that. If you find yourself bunkered down on site and still losing every single time someone breaches in, you gotta get your vigil gameplay on and see how you do around the map. Trying new things is a great way to keep the game fresh for you and give you some new skills that will help your game overall. Once again, you guys have to analyze your own gameplay and see what you might be missing. Try and be the most well-rounded player that you can. And that's it, guys. If you try and follow those 5 rules, it really should help when you're in those tough situations where you feel like you can't win your fights. Your confidence is pretty low. Just try and remember those things, and it really could benefit you guys in a great way. So if you guys stuck around for this entire video, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for the support. Once again, hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment if there's something that you might want to add. And once again, if you guys want to watch me miss some shots on my own, check out the Twitch. I'll leave the link in the description, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Are you kidding me? Ah! Whoa, okay then. Woo!
My heart stopped for a second.
Yeah, your heart stopped.